All right, what's up and welcome to the channel. My name is Hegshot and thank you for joining us. Today I want to tell you a little bit about me and share an introduction to our music with you guys. And this is important for me to do um, because y'all have allowed me to get to this point where I could do this. And if I don't share it, then I would feel pretty bad about it because I want to include as many people from over here that want to join me in this new journey over there. I want to be able to introduce that to you, and that's what I'm doing today. And I've never really talked about any of our backstory. Very few of us, very few of you actually know me and know anything about me. So now it's an opportunity to share those stories, and it's way better than any Q&A that you're ever really gonna see at all, I think. And it's going to give us an opportunity to just kind of explore those stories because we have a lot of them, and not all of them are pretty. Like most of everybody that's normal, you have things you went through that you didn't like. You went through them, and hopefully that you learn from them. And that's kind of what I'm doing here with music, is just saying, hey, this is who I used to be, and if it can help somebody pull them from, somebody that may be in that same situation, if it can help pull them out and say, man, there is hope even though I'm at the bottom here, because I do know what the true bottom feels like, and it's not fun, and I get that, and I've been there, I've done it, but fortunately, I've been able to pull myself out of it, and I've always kind of thrown it in there, like YouTube has really changed my life, and in I mean that is absolutely the truth, that YouTube has changed my life. This community has changed my life. And now you're going to kind of start to see what I'm talking about with the music side. And, I think it's one of those things, it's like throwing my reputation out there and just like totally squashing it. I don't see it as that. I see it as sharing a story of perseverance. But to get to perseverance, you have to have some kind of a bottom to pull from. You have to have a hardship to get to perseverance. And that's basically what I'm sharing. Like, hey, I'm not like that anymore, but this is what I used to be. This is what I am now. And I think it makes for some really good storytelling in music. When I started all this, I've had about 8 to 10 friends that I've kind of shared all of this stuff with. Like, hey, what do you think of this? Nothing else. Literally, just what do you think of this? And when I started getting reactions like, dude, this is amazing. I was like, really? Like because I've never done it before. So I took it to an engineer here locally where I live, and I was like, not with my head hung down, but I was just like, well, here you go, man. Here's what I got. And I told him I was a new artist. And when he listened to it, he was like, dude, he was like, you have some skill here, bro. You have some serious skill. And I was like, I was like, holy crap, dude. Like, yeah? He was like, yeah. So, that I have more people, especially Mrs. Hegshot. Mrs. Hegshot, she is more conservative. She will keep things in. As I am more, I wouldn't say a visionary, but I'm more, a little bit more outgoing. A little bit, I'm willing to share these things about us in hopes to not only make awesome music, but to also get the story out there and maybe even help people along the way. That would be amazing. So that's kind of what I'm doing, man. And like I said, these stories are not, a lot of them are not for the faint of heart. Here I'm more professional, and I try to bring things in a positive or negative light if they have negative things about them. But I try to keep it professional, and it's just like, very few of us are the same at the bar with our friends as we are at, church with our family, or dinner with our in-laws, or whatever the heck else you do, or at work in your business setting. I know very few people that are the same way all the time. And it works the same way here on the internet. We all have kind of personas, and we all have, whatever else sides to us that we show. Here, I've always kept it to the one side. This is who I am. But in reality, there's other sides to me, and I've shared a lot of that with y'all on YouTube, on my other channel, which is probably why it's growing like 600% faster, and that's no joke. Like literally, probably 500 to 600% faster, because I've actually shown more of who I am. I'm a little bit more outspoken, a little bit looser with my language sometimes, which a lot of y'all appreciate that I don't cuss here, and I don't think that that's a bad thing to not cuss here and to cuss in my normal life. I just think it's like, if I bring a Smith & Wesson and I'm like, this MF Smith & Wesson is awesome, that doesn't, what does that add to the review? It doesn't really add anything. It doesn't really fit to me. That's just my style, though. But in normal life, I cuss, it is what it is. So that's, that, things like that. And, I always thought it was kind of funny, man. If somebody ever came at me, I don't try to come at people in comments, because it's just, it's really a waste of everybody's time. But sometimes if somebody's trolling me and I feel like, I'm in the mood for it, then I'll come back at them. And I came at this one dude on Instagram one time, and he was talking about his balls for some, I have no idea why. And anyways, I said something back to him, and another guy was like, I am so disappointed to see this. Like, Hegshot, I thought he was a really cool guy, and I was thinking, dude, he started talking about that first, and I came back at him. And, it's just like, people just don't know who I am in a normal everyday capacity. And like I said, now I'm going to share it. And, there's a lot of people that knew me 12 years ago that wouldn't even recognize who we are today. They probably, if they didn't know any better, if it wasn't for these, Facebooks and things like that, they would probably think we would still be homeless or still be on the street or not even close to what we're doing today. I mean, it's funny, man, because you go through different points in life, and some people see you at your best, some people see you at your worst, some people see you at both times. And I'm fortunate enough to have one really good friend that has seen me at both times in my life, and he tells me from time to time, because I see him every day, he tells me all the time, like, dude, it's amazing the transition and the transformation you've made in the time period I've known you. And that's real, man. And that makes me feel really good. And it makes me also believe that everybody can do that. It doesn't really matter what you've done. You can redeem yourself and bring yourself back from that. And to me also, man, it's kind of cool to spread my creative wings a little bit with the music side. And Mrs. Hegshot edited our first music video, and she did an awesome job. But to take those different elements and just kind of combine all the things that we've learned in Hegshot 87 and move them in a more creative direction with music videos and things is also very cool. So I'm excited about that. And just, kind of excited. It's kind of like a weight off my chest too at the end of the day, because I always kind of thought at some point there's going to be somebody that knew me from back then, and it's going to come in the comments section, and they're going to say something like, oh, well, this guy used to be this back in the day, and then that puts me in a position where I have to defend and or backpedal, and I ain't trying to do that, because what I did back then doesn't translate to who I am now, just like what I was talking about. So there you go. If anybody's going to air out my dirty laundry, I'll let it be me. Thank you very much. And and at the end of the day, it kind of is what it is, you know what I mean? But I really want to do this, man, and I've really put a lot of time, money, and energy into it, because I've gotten positive feedback, and not just from people that I knew I would get positive feedback. I wanted negative feedback. Somebody I didn't even know that has his ears insured because that's his job told me, dude, you have it. Now you just have to work on these different elements. And I was like, all right, I got you, man. I got you. So I've had some very, very strict kind of people tell me and show me different things, and people that have more interest in shying me away from this. But those same people that have more interest in shying me away couldn't when they heard what I was putting together. And that's a pretty good feeling, man. I'm not going to lie to you. And it's not all serious stuff either, man. It's not all perseverance. And I really like the storytelling aspect of starting down at the bottom. You know, we're at this dark place here in the story. And as we come through the hooks, and we just kind of bring it out, you know what I mean? And then we kind of go back down there, and then we bring it out in the hook again. And then, you know, finally at the end of the song, we bring it out, and now we're into the light almost, you know what I mean? So we have to start at a dark place to get to the light, get to the end of the tunnel. Also, I have a song about quitting my job. We can all kind of relate with that. You know, not liking a boss that you like, not liking the traffic going into work, all these different kinds of elements that I thought were pretty cool and pretty funny that I put into a song as well, just to, you know, because I can relate with blue-collar people that go to work every single day and deal with the BS every single day. I can definitely relate with you guys. You know, and that's pretty much it. Without getting too much more into it, you know, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what I'm doing and include as many of you as possible, because no matter what you may think about me after you hear the music or now or whatever, you have to know that whether you've always just watched my channel just to leave me negative feedback, whether you've watched my channel and always left me positive feedback, whether you've done a little bit of both, I am super appreciative of you, the viewer, patrons, anybody that has ever helped this channel in whatever capacity that may be, to help me get to the point where I'm at now. You know, because reliving some of these things that I've written has really kind of brought out all these emotions and really taken me to those places again and made me even more grateful for what I have today. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Here is a small clip of our first music video, and this is going to be copyrighted, obviously. It is a remix, and the reason I started with the remix is I'm trying to get some buzz around it, hopefully get a bunch of subscribers over to the new channel and be able to build it up even quicker. That's why I started with a remix, but I do have 5 original songs, original beats and everything, coming in an EP in July. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.
Got this vision here at last, tell the world about my past. No one ever even asked, no it's glory with every crash. Head spinning out of control, can't make sense of where to go. Just know I can't keep it any longer on the low. Flow is just way too fast to present it nice and slow. Head first in the snow, 20 below, fuck it, come on, let's go. People wanna try to hide who they are inside. Me, I'll put it on a platter, main course and all the sides. Going through the skeletons in my closet one at a time. Examine every part of them, does it even fit this rhyme? Nope, put it back, don't worry, you are bound to get a line. Can't stay on the rack too long when that next chapter intertwines. Boys don't know the side of dead.